All right, all right. Hey guys, welcome back to the Underground. This is Interactive Chat, our weekly show every Thursday where we sit back and talk about everything, and I mean everything. PSVR2 news, reviews, discussions, all of it. Hope everyone's had a great week so far. Guys, May out of nowhere has suddenly become one of the biggest months for releases on PSVR2. So I have compiled a full list of pretty much everything, all the important stuff. And we're going to break it down and go through all the new games, all the new DLC. Some have already dropped that you might not be aware of, and all that good stuff. There is some huge stuff happening this month, and I am excited. Aren't you? Yes. Guys, so let's hope everyone's, like I said, had a great week, had a fun weekend. I certainly did. Thanks to everybody who came out for my viewers choice stream. And you know, as if you missed it, it was a lot of fun for the most part. Picked up all the remaining games on the PlayStation Store that I did not own, and got to play a bunch of new stuff that I had never played before. And you know, had some nice surprises like Tentacular, pretty well crafted game, although not really my thing. Tons of respect, really polished, really well technically achieved there. Creed was a nice surprise, you know, on PSVR. I thought that game was like, you know, it was okay, but man, just the simple upgrade of having joysticks to move with that game, a slight tweak to that really annoying endurance system, you know, little resolution bump, little bit of new content. I really liked Creed, and it felt great to play. It was a lot of fun to play, and can't wait to play it some more. Checked out some more Ragnarok, jammed out some Metal, and then of course I had to play stuff like Kazuna AI Touch the Beat and What the Bat. Ugh. Horrible. Oh, what is up, Blue Drew, the Underground Game Cat Minus in the house tonight? What is up, dude? Twitcher, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a long time. That's my, for those who don't know, Minus is my old firewall squad mate. We used to tear folks apart, didn't we, Minus? Those were some good days. Twitcher, what is up, man? Bamino, Ramos, Jason Unknown, Reperfected Insanity. Let's go, baby. Happy Thursday. Dan Kiefer, sup, my dude. SB, I saw your What the Car post. Yeah, I will not be touching that with a 10-foot pole. What is up, Salvador? Johnny Rypop, trying to request Touch the Beat again. Again, Rypop, really? Zack Attack. Good to see all you guys. Zack Attack, good point. Happy May 4th. May the 4th be with all of you. I wonder if that was enough to convince some of y'all to just go out and buy Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. Decent game. Not bad. Like, really, I know I haven't been too crazy about it, but I think it's, you know, it's okay. I think it's a little expensive for what it is, and lacks a little variety, but you know, I think if you're a big Star Wars fan, sure, go try it. Enjoy your May 4th, whatever way you wish to. And really, there's not many ways better than VR. 4D sci-fi, good to see you guys. I have the high ground. That is correct. But yeah, man, so we got a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and start kicking things off with some news. Swordsman, baby, has released today a brand new update that has now included ranged combat weapons for the game. But that's not it. It's got bow and arrows. It's got crossbows. There's a whole new mode where there's like kind of like you can do archery on these and target practice kind of thing. They have an interesting you know, goal with this, which was to not only add ranged combat to the game, but they've said clearly that they want to create the best bow in any VR game made. So go and check it out and let them know if they achieved it. Once I get to play it, I'll let you guys know what I think about it. I haven't yet. I have jumped into a little bit of Swordsman. Really, really great haptics, I would say. I love the haptics in the game. I think they did a great job with that, and made the combat feel really good with the way the haptics hit around the controller, the blocking and things. And then of course there's like the slight resolution bump, but I'm excited to check this out. Every time the Swordsman does an update, I at least go in and get maybe another anywhere from 30 minutes to another hour of enjoyment out of the game, which you know, for a free update is not bad. It gives me a reason to come back and play. So Jason Unknown says, can you stab with arrows? That's a good question. I would be very surprised if you couldn't stab with arrows, because you can stab people with a giant spoon in this game, which makes me think that there is a good chance. Yeah, okay. I just saw him yank an arrow out of somebody's chest. So survey says most likely. Blue Jew, I agree. Swordsman has always been good about really cool updates. That they've been keeping the game, obviously really successful game, and one of the better arena combat things we have. So good stuff, man. Looking forward to check this out. Next, we have an update that dropped just a few days ago, and that is to Pistol Whip. I should really let them do the music, but Pistol Whip has released a new seasonal update called Overdrive. Overdrive Season is what they're calling it. They've dropped a brand new scene in the game that is free, and it will be releasing 5 new scenes monthly. So every single month we'll get a brand new scene in Pistol Whip, which is pretty cool. And yeah, they look really fun. They look nice. For those who don't know, obviously the scenes are what they refer to as basically levels, and each level has a song and a new background with it. So pretty cool stuff. I love what I'm seeing here in terms of, there's like some medieval looking levels, there's airplanes, there's robots, all that stuff. It's looking pretty cool. So I can't wait to check this one out as well. Pistol Whip is really good on PlayStation VR2 in case you didn't get the memo. It's pretty fun. So awesome. I love updates to games, and I especially love big free DLC that, like I said, always gives you a reason to come back and play and have a good time. Ace Diaz says, I accidentally hit myself with my pistol yesterday. Oh, yes. Play VR safely, guys. Be careful out there. What up, Awesome Tatum? Imzadi, good morning. Down under. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Dan Keeper says, amazing they're still updating that game. I don't have the game, but I like hearing about its updates. Or which one? Are you referring to Swordsman, or are you referring to Pistol Whip? I'm guessing Swordsman, but yeah, man. So that came out a couple days ago. That's 2 brand new updates, but there is a lot more coming this month. That is just how we started the month. We also got a brand new trailer for Pixel Ripped 1978. And this is pretty funny what they did here. They had this guy, Scott, I think his name's Scott Howard. No, something Howard. What did it say there? I can't remember his name. Julia will know. But this is one of the guys from Atari back in the day, of course, and one of the creators, Howard Warshaw. I was so off. Howard Scott Warshaw. Wow. But yeah, man. So Pixel Ripped got this trailer, and of course, this is the third installment in the Pixel Rip series, and this is looking pretty dope, man. This game mixes a blend of, I don't know, it's kind of like one of those meta games where it's a game within a game. The first game had you playing kind of like a Game Boy Gear Kid kind of thing. Oh, you son of a bitch, Wes. You son of a bitch. You thought you could be all sneaky and stealth tip. Thank you, Wes, for the donation. I'm going to get you back, homie. This means war. I hope you know. I appreciate you, though, dude. I've been chatting with Wes over, my good friend over at Virtual Strangers. Make sure if you guys haven't yet, you check them out too. We've been texting back and forth a lot about metal and different metal bands. Anyways, good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in, and I'll get you back, homie. So Pixel Rip 1978 is Atari's first venture into VR, actually. And this is interesting because they've actually, Arvory Studio is officially collaborating with Atari on this, which is really, really cool. So there'll be a lot of licensed stuff in the game. But all that aside, you know, that's really cool. Pixel Rip has always been a nostalgic trip to the past in some way, a blast from the past where it throws you in VR. This game is looking, on a side note, when you look at the gameplay, this is really what I wanted to highlight from this new trailer. When you're looking at the gameplay, it's also looking really, really good. It's looking pretty polished. It's looking like there's a ton of variety here in the different modes. In this game, you'll be playing as a game creator called Bug, and basically you work at Atari, and a big thing you'll be doing is kind of going into the games and squashing bugs in one way or another. And of course, it's probably going to get all crazy and stuff. And then it's going to have tons of references to Atari games, tons of little Easter eggs, of course. But this game is looking fantastic. I think I'm really, really excited about it. I'm a big fan of especially the first game, and you know, the second game was very enjoyable as well. And this one should be good. And this is coming soon. So with this new trailer dropping, they don't have a release date yet, but I feel like this is going to be maybe a stealth drop, or is at least coming out this week. I'm sorry, not this week, this month. It feels like it is. If not, it's coming probably shortly after. So really looking forward to Pixel Rip 1978. And I hope you guys like pizza. So a big update just happened. And that is the announcement of the long awaited update coming to Zenith, the last city. And they've showed off the, what is it called? The Skyward Summit update. Now, this is huge, guys, because for about a year now, we've been expecting or anticipating some big updates to this game, and these are basically some of the ones we've been waiting for. There's huge changes, enough to make me want to jump back into the game, no doubt. There's a whole new area to explore. There is the brand new Cyber Ninja class. That's going to be introducing new mechanics, new weapons, all sorts of things. So a huge overhaul to the game. You can see here there's a little bit of a glimpse of the new area. It looks pretty cool. It's got these grappling hooks like all over it that you can swing around the place. Should make for some fun platforming segments. There's new player housing. This is where things get pretty interesting. There's new player housing being added to where you can actually build houses to live in this game. So this update, there's tons of new stuff coming with it, and it'll be really, really interesting to jump back in. I've tried to jump into Zenith a few times, and I've wanted to, and there hasn't really been tons of reason to, because I've kind of just done everything I was satisfied with how much I played. I played 260 hours of it. It was my most played game of 2022, so I spent a lot of time playing this. But this update is enough to get me to jump back in. And I have one recommendation though. If they haven't tweaked it, I probably recommend turning off the headset haptics in this one, because I think they overdid it and it doesn't feel good at all. So I hope that they can just turn that off, or adjust that. Also, you want to go in there and set your settings to cinematic mode to make the graphics look better, because when you jump back in for the first time, it looks exactly the same. This update is really big. Apparently, it like almost doubles the size of the game with the amount of content in it. So it'll be really interesting to get to explore this, and hopefully get to check it out. Who said that? Bad haptics. Yeah, somebody said bad haptics. You hate to hear that. Yeah, it's not something you see often. I've actually, it's not something, yeah, you really see, but it happens, man. There's been another game that had it, and I told them about it, and they adjusted it before launch, and it made a huge difference. It made it feel so much better. It's really important. As great as haptics are, as great as the headset rumble is, you have to really be careful about not overdoing it, because it feels like crap when it's overdone. It's really, really bad. So I love haptics. I'm like, and that's one of my favorite new features about PSVR2 is when developers really get haptics right. It feels amazing and it makes a huge difference. But yeah, man, let's see. Yeah, Mark Smith said head haptics seemed constant when I was running. That's what they did. Whenever you're running, the headset rumbles really hard for some reason, and then when you fly, it like buzzes really hard. It feels like garbage. So luckily, I think from the quick menu you can turn that off. But that aside, really, really excited to check this update out. Been needing a reason. What is up, GC13 in the house tonight? Good to see you, Stingray X. All y'all, appreciate you coming out. Hope you're having a great week, and good to see you, man. So, yeah, man. Let me see if there was anything else. Let's head over to, let's see here, browser. Let's head over to the thing real quick, the Skyward Summit. They say, oh, there we go. This was an email I received. They said, greetings, Zenithians. We are excited to announce the highly anticipated launch of Zenith's Skyward Summit patch is coming on May 11th, 2023. May 11th is stacked, you guys. That's 3 big things happening. This patch will introduce a plethora of new features, including the Cyber Ninja class, new life skills, a new area to explore. PvP has now been added, player housing, updated combat and physics systems, and much more. We cannot wait for you to experience all this new patch has to offer. They got a cool little preview picture here of the, here's the Cyber Ninja with the bow and arrow class, and there's a little look at the new area, it looks like. But pretty good stuff, man. And looking forward to play this. Now, the new life skills is another interesting one, because they're introducing like chopping wood and some more VR AF mechanics. But yeah, the PvP is another one that's a pretty big surprise. Was not expecting that, but lots of new features to look forward to in this. But yeah, man. So May 11th. We also got a big new game has been announced coming in May, and that is Hubris VR. Now, this one I've been anticipating for several years now. Been really looking forward to checking it out. It is a sci-fi adventure that mixes a bunch of different stuff from swimming to climbing to platforming to shooting. All sorts of things. And this game, it looks absolutely stunning, and been really, really excited to check this one out. And there was a report a while back that they were saying that, some I think in an article or something, they were mentioning that there might not be, you know, it might not take advantage of the new PSVR2 features. Well, my friends, that is incorrect, because they have on the PlayStation blog confirmed that there are new features coming to this game, including foveated rendering, and their target is to bring, apparently this is going to be the sharpest resolution that the game has had yet, using the foveated rendering and eye tracking. So that is pretty cool. They are taking advantage of the haptics and adaptive triggers for things like swimming and shooting and climbing. So they've got a new revamped reloading and aiming system. So it'll be interesting to see that. New enemy variations, refined difficulty levels. For I guess they've tweaked it so that there's things between the there's like an easy mode, you know, stuff for hard mode has been just better refined for players. And then finally, of course, they talk about the 3D audio. Guys, all these updates to Hubris have me pretty excited. I haven't played this game at all. I didn't get to play the demo. I didn't get to play anything, but I'm really, really looking forward to checking this out. I'm really excited to play this. So it looks like a fun little sci-fi adventure. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, so excited to check this one out for sure. GC13, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you guys, as always, for the support, man. It really goes a long way. As you saw, I flashed the bill of all the games I bought for Saturday Night Livestream last week. And, oh, God, it was like between Kizuna AI and Discronia being like $30, $40 for those games. Like, are you kidding me? It was $200. So a lot of... if not everything that you guys support me with always goes back into the channel. And so I really appreciate the support, because otherwise I'd be freaking broke. Thank you so much. GC says tip train, choo choo. Thank you for getting the tip train going. Thank you for the interactive chat and giving us excellent VR gaming content. AJ, no GC, thank you for giving us excellent VR content. Let's go. Let's go, Saints and Sinners. Looking forward to that behemoth. Did you catch my last stream? I think maybe it was the one before that. I know, appreciate all you guys, man, all the support, and yeah, thank you. It really, really helps. But yeah, man, Hubris. So we don't have a release date for Hubris as of yet. We did get a little bit of a preview, some new little videos and whatnots on the PlayStation blog that we can take a quick peek at over here. They've just got, this is where they just go through all the different things. See, like these neon colors, all this contrast, this is going to be pretty incredible with PSVR2's OLED screen. The blacks are always black. The colors with the HDR look just so fantastic. So I love seeing that. All this pink stuff, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's going to look awesome. And I cannot wait to see. So I think they're just finally just polishing it up and getting it ready to ship this month. So it should be really, really cool. Silver Nexus y'all are making Astrobot dance today, baby. Astrobot's getting a workout. I can't wait to get more Astrobot, man. Dude, thank you so much, man. It says we appreciate all you do, Master AJ of the Game Cat Dojo, bro. If hopefully you have Zenith, and we gotta assemble the Game Cat Dojo back together, guys. We gotta get the dojo together and go check out this new update in Zenith. So if you want to, hit me up in Discord, and we'll go check that out. What do we have next? So, starting with the games that have an actual official release date, those were obviously some great announcements. Red Matter 2 was also announced. I'm not going to go much into Red Matter 2. That is coming out this month, though. But I did preview this on the last episode. So if you're interested in more information on Red Matter 2, go check it out. But to sum it up, the first game was pretty amazing, and this game should be pretty amazing as well. Beautiful graphics, fun sci-fi adventure, good puzzles and problem solving and stuff, and like a really cool, weird setting. So really excited. But now to move things over to games that actually have release dates this month, May 11th. Some of the first announcements we have is Walkabout Mini Golf. And this is one that people are super excited. Dude, I think this game is going to kill it on PSVR2. There is Walkabout Mini Golf coming May 11th. It features solo courses, multiplayer courses, tournaments. You can kind of customize your characters and stuff a little bit, all sorts of little bit of stuff. And as you can see here, it says full crossplay available. So it will have crossplay enabled, which is really cool. But yeah, man, I have played this on the Quest 2, and it's pretty good. I mean, in terms of like the golfing physics and the courses, everything is really well imagined, pretty stylized, and it's a ton of fun. It might end up looking a little bit on the Questy side, like, you know, not a big revamped textures. It's not going to look like, you know, everybody's golf and stuff, but the gameplay is fantastic. And if you're looking for social games, this is definitely a wonderful social fun time. But you know, I'm a big antisocial person, so I'll probably be playing the single player. I'm just kidding. No, but Walkabout, it's got, like it says on the thing, as advertised, tons of courses. I think they're going to be launching this. There's going to be possibly the hole-in-one edition, and it's going to be like maybe $35 for like all, like the full game and all the DLC with it. So if that's the case, that's a really good deal in terms of like the amount of content you get with it. Virtual Stranger says better lighting and more particle effects. That's good because particle effects look awesome on PSVR 2. But yeah, man, I can't wait to check this out with you guys. If you're not familiar with this game, yeah, it's pretty good. It's like I said, I guess as a side thing that you can do is like it's got hidden golf balls everywhere that you can go around and find. So it kind of gives you something to do while you're waiting, is to go around and collect the golf balls. And then once you collect a certain amount, then it unlocks like hard mode for some of the levels. So pretty good stuff, man. Like I said, I think this game is going to crush it on PSVR 2. I think it's going to do really well just for the amount of content. It being a mini golf game, we need more games like this for real. So it's going to do pretty well. But that's not the only game on May 11th. Real quick though, Awesome Tatum, thank you so much for the donation, man. Y'all keep that tip train going. Thank you. Appreciate the support, man. He says, we have to take a Walkabout. However, watch out for cheaters. How are there cheaters in Walkabout? Now I must know. Now you've piqued my interest. I hate cheaters, man. Cheaters are never fun to play with. But yeah, so it seems like a lot of y'all are picking this one up. But so on May 11th, we also have another Fisherman's Tale. Now, fun fact, I've actually beaten this game. I was provided a press code early for this game, and I've beaten it. However, it is under embargo until the 11th, so I can't review it. I can't share any impressions. I can, however, you know, we can talk about the trailer and the stuff that's already been kind of revealed. But this is a new puzzle adventure game and a direct sequel to A Fisherman's Tale. And this one introduces a lot of new mechanics, as you can see. The first game this game has much more of a vision and for its design. And from the trailer, you can see there's lots of puzzles and stuff that you have to solve, and a lot of it by you play as this fisherman who, like, you can detach your arms and stuff and your head, and when you can basically use all these in different combinations to solve different puzzles. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Though there's like stuff like getting like a crab claw on your hand and using that to cut rope, or getting a fisherman's hook and using that to grapple and swing. You can launch your hands out and make them crawl around to grab stuff that's in, like, small crawl spaces and little hidden spots. But when you look at the trailer, there's a lot of other things that, if you pay really close attention to, that it does, that looks pretty cool, which is they've got this hand that you put on, and it looks like you're controlling like a big giant claw right there. You're controlling like a big giant crane and stuff like that. They've got a moment in here, where is it, where they show that you're going underwater, and that looks pretty cool. There's a part where you're in a submarine and you're grabbing things. You're exploring pirate ships. So some pretty cool looking stuff here. Of course, my plan is to have a full review. I hope to have a review for this game in time for launch. But yeah, that is coming May 11th. So looking forward to that one. It's so hard to cover this one because I just can't say anything. But Braxbro says, break the NDA. How partial is the nudity? Full frontal, bro. Full frontal. It's funny how in this trailer too, they show like you shooting the head off, and then like you're seeing your body that you're controlling in third person, just like bumbling around. Pretty funny stuff, man. But no, I cannot say anything. Stop it. La 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 la. I can't say anything. What is up, Peter the Underground Game Cat on parole? I can say that. Akavario, good to see you guys, man. Appreciate you. Funky Sloth in the house is skirt. What's up, dude? Oak V3D says, may the fish be with you. Yes, may the fish be with you indeed. So that wraps up for May 11th. We're not even halfway through the month yet, and we already have all that. So May 11th, Zenith big update, Walkabout mini golf, and a Fisherman's Tale to look forward to. So shortly after May 11th is another game that I'm probably not going to go too far into because I've talked about it before a bunch, but nonetheless, I am pretty excited about, and that is Humanity. Of course, I got to play the demo of this, the limited time demo, and it's another puzzle game, and it was pretty fun, man. A lot of people are kind of sleeping on this one, and it may not be for everyone, and that's fine. But I'm actually really, really excited. This game has been getting some comparisons to Intelligent Cube, and I have to agree, like, although it's a different gameplay style, it's got those classic, unique, Intelligent Cube vibes to me. And the cool thing is, in the headset, like, it's not necessarily that it's like this visually amazing looking thing, but there's so much going on in the form of these small little details, the tiny little particles and everything. And I really, really enjoyed this one. Like I said before, I'm not going to get into the puzzle creation stuff because I don't get into level creation stuff other than, Dreams is the most. But I'm excited to play through the full campaign of this and check it out. I'm really, really looking forward to this one. The good news is that this game will be a free PS Plus launch title. I think, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was maybe for I know it's for obviously for it's got to be for premium. Maybe it was for extra as well, for premium and extra. It's included. Maybe it's just all of the PlayStation Pluses. I don't know. I didn't do my research. But yeah, man, looking forward to this one. It's of course by Enhanced Games, same people that made Tetris Effect and Res Infinite, and they're keeping the vibes going. Dragoon's Eye, thank you so much for the donation. Says Ilysia Beta is on May 13th, so that's interesting. I don't think that's probably not on PSVR 2, I imagine though. Most likely that's going to be on PC and stuff, but I am looking forward to Ilysia. That is the other Zenith is the only MMO right now on PSVR, and pretty much, and definitely the biggest MMO on all of VR. It is a huge game. The other one coming up is Ilysia, which has more of a fantasy World of Warcraft kind of inspired art style and design and stuff. And so it's nice to have the contrast of the two. And yeah, man, I hope that does well, and I hope we hear some good impressions on that, because I love MMOs. I really, really do. Virtual Strangers says it's extra. So extra and premium for humanity. So if you just have essential, I don't think you maybe have access to humanity, but that's okay. I'll play it for you and tell you if it's good or not. I think it's going to be good. Dragon's Eye said you thought it was on PSVR 2. I don't know. I haven't heard about Ilysia being on PSVR 2. I thought it wasn't, but who knows? Oak V3D says, "Oh, it's free, but it'll cost you." That's how they get you. That's how they get you. So later towards the end of the month, guys, there's a game that quietly got pushed back from launch, and that is Hello Neighbor. So we're getting a nice little thrilling horror style game. I'm excited to talk about this one because I feel like I haven't talked about this really at all. And the original title, this is based on a very popular Hello Neighbors series. And it's been extremely popular to us outside of the VR bubble. Most of us we're not aware of its popularity, but no, it is very popular. And it's basically a puzzle and problem solving stealth kind of game, where there's basically this guy named Mr. Peterson, and you're trying to sneak around his house and his neighborhood, and rescue people. It doesn't look scary at first, and it's not necessarily that it's scary in the way that it looks, but it is pretty intense. So I got to play the first title, because the first title is actually included with PlayStation Premium. And when I got to play it, like it was a little bit dated and stuff, but it was actually kind of surprisingly cool. Like I was digging what I was seeing, and like I said, what makes it kind of special is like you get to kind of progress the game in your own way. You have to basically find items to unlock new areas and to get around, and then to rescue people. And you have to do it while avoiding this guy who's just wandering around. And if he sees you, he chases the shit out of you. And if he catches you, you die. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. And I like the approach. I like being able to approach the puzzles and problem solving in basically mostly any way that you want to. Yeah, I think the art style, while I was like, at first I was like, it is really charming. It's got a lot of charm to it, and it's pretty cool. So I'm actually very excited to check this one out. It's a little bit different than what we've been getting. It's something kind of new. You play as 6 different neighborhood kids, and you're trying to basically rescue people and free them from being trapped in this guy's like basement or his cells, wherever. You see, it's got some pretty cool looking stuff, some VR mechanics, some breakable windows, and underground tunnels, different things. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to check this one out, and I hope it's really good. What are you guys saying here? Wish they could come out with a serious story-driven VR game that is like those movies about weird or psychotic neighbors. Yeah, this one, it has very dark themes to it, but it kind of gets away with it with its, like, a little bit more cartoony art style. Go D, damn it, Go D says, can't wait to play my PSVR2 again. Finally healed from surgery. Nice, man. Congratulations. Glad your surgery went well. Almost 2 more stitches left. Ooh. Friday, 30 days starting my PSVR waiting. Been playing through you, AJ. Nice, man. Glad you could live vicariously through this. Yeah, man. It's been a good time. I need to do a couple more live streams of some stuff, but for right now, just been playing stuff for review and doing Saturday Night Live streams, but working hard back here. Don't you worry. But yeah, man, this month will be great. We'll get to stream a lot of new games, as you can see. So to recap, we have the Pistol Whip update that you might have missed, starting the 1st, May the 1st, the Overdrive season. Swordsman ranged combat dropped today. I'm more interested in the archery courses than I am the actual, like, using it in combat, but I'm interested to see both. But I kind of want to, I feel like I could go chill and shoot some targets in that. That could be pretty fun. Zenith Skyward Summit comes out the 11th. That's a huge update for Zenith. Of course, Pixel Ripped 1978 might be coming out this month, which would be really cool. That game looks really, really fun. I'm pretty excited about that. I've got a good feeling about that one. You said, is there a release date for Hubris? No, but the good news is that Hubris is confirmed for this month, as well as Red Matter 2. So we got 2 badass sci-fi looking games, 1 puzzle, 1 adventure, and I'm looking forward to both. Also May 11th, Walkabout Mini Golf. That looks pretty sweet. Another Fisherman's Tale, which, like I said, I can't talk about, but let's just say cool. Looking forward to playing it. Moving on. Humanity is coming the 16th, free for those who have PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium. Hello Neighbor VR Search and Rescue the 25th. Now, the truth is, guys, hold on, let me get a drink of water. I think we're kind of primed and ready for some good announcements. There's a rumored showcase or some rumored announcements this month. I think we're going to have a fun spring overall. I think there's going to be a nice mix of game releases, as well as we're waiting for that big showcase to, see the next huge high profile, like AAA games and stuff. So with all this recent Microsoft stuff behind us, it's not technically behind us. But it seems like, it just feels primed and ready for something. Rumor Shroomer says Funky Sloth. I agree. But definitely lots of cool, indie games, some high-end PC games coming that look pretty cool. Jason Unknown says opinion on Light Brigade. So before we close out the show here, let's kick it over to you guys, man. What are you guys talking about? What do you want to ask? Hit me while we still got a little bit of time left. Jason Unknown says opinion on Light Brigade. I don't know if it's good. Light Brigade is great. It has great gunplay and it's really replayable. And yeah, I think my favorite thing. Oh, and the atmosphere of the game is really, really good. It's a fun game, man. It's really, I think it's pretty great. And I've said it before that I think it's a great universe that it has. It's just like, and I would love to see it kind of expanded upon in many ways. But It's pretty good. Awesome Tatum says, I'm having a fun spring. Still working through the damn launch catalog. Me too, bro. Me too. Says, good problem to have. The best problem to have is too many games and too many good ones. Yeah, I'm still not even, there's a lot of games I'm still trying to get through just from launch. I mean, there's a lot. And, I really have been wanting to go back to Song in the Smoke and play through that. I've been really craving to play through that again. Would love to at some point. I'm really trying to hold out for No Man's Sky, but I would love to do a guide for it. I did restart, like I said, I have been playing through Resident Evil Village again on Village of Shadows difficulty. Funky Slaw says, is 18 floors PSVR 1 worth the buy? No. Avoid. Do not buy it. KTA Gaming says, is Cities VR good? I don't like it very much. Unless you're into well, first of all, visually, I don't think it looks good. It did get an update though, so I don't know how much better it looks, but still, I am not a fan of Cities VR, unfortunately. It's stuff I just don't find it very fun, and all the stuff you have to manage. If you like the stuff where it's you connect the water and then the drainage and then you have to build a park to keep the people happy, and how's your economy doing? I just don't think it's a good fit for VR, man. I feel like those mechanics are too deep for just worrying about when you're in VR, and I didn't find it very fun at all, unfortunately. Nick the Game Cat House says, it's great if you like work. I don't like work. Mark just bought Song and Smoke. Dude, enjoy. Song and Smoke is so good. Make sure you turn on free jumping, the ability to jump everywhere. Only Real Cash, what up, man? Says, having fun. I've been having fun with Pavlov. Go pick it up if y'all haven't. It's my most played right now. Pavlov is fantastic, man. I really love Search and Destroy. But yeah, lots of fun with that one. Time to Play VR says, any news on Crisis Brigade 2 remake? No, I think, but it just sounds like we're getting the Crisis Brigade 2 remake. Hopefully it gets a free upgrade. Ooh, SB, nice question here. Says, AJ, would you rather have Vertigo 1/2 or Boneworks/Lab? Whichever you don't choose will cease to exist. I personally, thanks to Virtual Strangers, our good friends over there, I was watching some of their show and they cover all of VR, and I got my first look at Vertigo 2, which looks fantastic. That looks like a really, really fun game. It's kind of based at its core. It looks like a first-person shooter / adventure, but man, just the worlds, the variety, and everything. And now the developer has basically, I believe he's confirmed that the game is coming to PSVR 2, or that they're working on it. Obviously, his first PSVR 2 remake or game that he's trying to bring to PlayStation. So going through the certification and stuff. Vertigo 2 looks excellent. It looks like a really fun and creative first-person shooter adventure, and I loved what I saw from the trailer. And so yeah, really looking forward to that getting to us. I have a good feeling we will see it, and I'm very, very excited. Mark, thank you for dropping by, my friend. Go enjoy the movie with your family. He said, love you more. Don't tell them that. Too funny, man. Oh. But yeah, man, let's kick back. I'm gonna continue. Let's just keep talking with you guys. Let's make our own fun here. We've already covered all the new stuff. We kind of blasted through it. So Crisis Brigade 2 did confirm. That's pretty cool. I liked Crisis Brigade 2 a good bit if you're into arcade shooters. Which reminds me, I need to get back into Zombieland, man. I was so excited about Zombieland, and then it just completely fell off my radar for some reason. And it seemed like it was just starting to get good because it was starting to get a little bit more challenging. It starts you off very easy peasy, and I didn't like that. But that's how most games start off. So you got to give them, I always give them a little bit of time. They're just trying to introduce you to the mechanics. TJ Radburn says, I'm all about story-driven, real VR games. I'd pick Vertigo too. Yeah, man. I'm not crazy about like sandbox games. Like, I don't think really like, I'd probably get some enjoyment out of like Boneworks and stuff, but I don't think that's really my cup of tea as much as it is like like you said, a story driven adventure, something like that. Oak V3D says, I bought Dreams while in beta based on what they said about supporting the game. Yes, we all did. Hey man, I got some great mileage out of Dreams. Somebody mentioned recently, shit, man, I can't remember your name, dude. I'm sorry, but somebody left a comment on one of my Dreams videos, and yeah, I had a little conversation with them about, it was the duck something, the duck guy. Somebody find the duck guy. And I was just saying, man, like, yeah, it sucks with what's happened to Dreams, but I had some of the best VR experiences ever in that game. And I've got a playlist that I highly recommend. Go check out Hypercycle Arena. It's like the best car combat game I've played in VR. And it's just like Tron, and it's incredible atmosphere, incredible well design. There's even like an RPG and stuff. Lots of really good games on there and great experiences that I had a lot of fun with. So, I put a lot of hours into that game, hundreds. So, yeah, War Garble did make dope Dreams. 4D, the four-dimensional game cat, says, we need The Last of Us VR. Yeah, man. After seeing that first-person mod for The Last of Us, I couldn't agree more. I'll tell you what, man. You know what else I would love to see in VR besides the easy answer of everything? Twisted Metal. Did y'all see the Twisted Metal trailer? Man, I'm actually really, really excited about that. For those who don't know, Twisted Metal is like the first IP, I think. Well, okay, I wouldn't say the first IP I ever loved. First PlayStation IP. I mean, it was like it was my favorite IP on the original PlayStation. I played through all the games, beat them all. Most of them. I didn't play like some of the more kiddie ones or whatever it was, the toy cars one, but I literally beat them without cheat codes, and played the shit out of them, man. And if Twisted Metal gets VR support, I mean, they purchased Firesprite are the ones rumored to be working on the Twisted Metal show, or I'm sorry, the rumored Twisted Metal game, and they are a VR studio. They were purchased as a VR studio, so that would be really, really cool, man. That'd be like the biggest dream come true that I didn't know I had was Twisted Metal VR, because I just never would have thought it could be a possibility, yet here we are. Time to Play VR says, I was a Vigilante 8 guy. Yeah, man, I liked Vigilante 8 too. I liked that as well, but I was definitely more into Twisted Metal because it had that story element with it, which was really cool. Twisted Metal Black, in fact, like Reperfected Insanity mentions, that had the best stories of any of the Twisted Metals, minus maybe a couple exceptions, but I loved all those games, man. Yeah, the show, the little teaser trailer wasn't really enough to go by, but I'm down to give it a chance. I will definitely be watching it, although I don't think I have Peacock, so that might be a problem. Star Wars Demolition, man. But good stuff, guys. Well, all right, this has been Interactive Chat Volume 25. Happy May 4th once again. Happy May with some awesome PSVR2 launches, games, DLC. And yeah, man, gonna continue playing some games for review. Gonna check out some of these new updates. And yeah, man, if you haven't, make sure you join our Discord. Come hang out. Thank you to everybody who came to hang out today. Thank you for everyone who's watching later. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to those who support the channel with like donations and stuff and Patreon, man. Shout out to all of you. Again, it all goes back here. So it really, really means a lot. And man, it's awesome. You guys rock, man. Thank you so much. And I'll see you this Saturday. And just a heads up, by the way, for Saturday, the show might be a little bit earlier because I'm going to a metal show. So I'm going to a metal show at night. So Saturday, depending on where you are, I guess, East Coast anyways, probably going to be a little bit earlier. We're going to maybe do a Saturday stream. Sorry to keep throwing these times for Saturday Night Live streams around. But you know, just like Zach Wilder says, you cannot kill the metal. I haven't been to a show in years. So I'm really, really excited. But yeah, man, I will. SP says he's actually going to T-Swift. He's just shy. Who told you? I'm the #1 T-Swift fan. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. Speaking of metal, let's get out of here. I will not be playing more What the Bat ever. Well, unless you guys request it, man. If you request What the Bat, then I have to play it, unfortunately. God, it's garbage. It's so bad. It's terrible. Do not play it. And it's $25. Ah, that's the worst part. All right, guys. You have a wonderful rest of the night. Till next time, I'll see you again on the next interactive chat.